एवरीबॉडी, आज के इस वीडियो में मैं आपके साथ आकाशा एयर में रिसेंटली पूछे गए कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू क्वेश्चंस डिस्कस करूंगी। कुछ क्वेश्चंस के मैं आपके साथ सैम्पल आंसर्स भी डिस्कस करूंगी हमेशा की तरह। जो जो क्वेश्चंस पूछे गए हैं वो सारे क्वेश्चंस आपको वीडियो के थंबनेल पे दिख रहे होंगे। तो लेट्स से आपको एक पर्टिकुलर क्वेश्चन का आंसर में थोड़ी हेल्प चाहिए तो आप वो पर्टिकुलर वीडियो को ही रेफर कर सकते हैं टू गेट अ बेटर अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि आप अपने आंसर को किस कॉन्टेक्स्ट में बना सकते हैं। तो उस पर्टिकुलर वीडियो को ही आप सेलेक्ट कर सकते हैं, देख सकते हैं एंड रेफर कर सकते हैं। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। मेरा नाम है रचना, वेलकम टू माय चैनल। फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज हाउ डिड यू प्रिपेयर फॉर दिस इंटरव्यू। तो जो भी वेज में आपने प्रिपेयर किया है, आपने अगर ग्रूमिंग के लिए प्रैक्टिस किया है, आपने मेकअप ट्यूटोरियल देखे हैं टू एनहांस योर फीचर्स, टू लुक बेटर, टू ग्रूम योर सेल्फ प्रॉपरली इन अ प्रोफेशनल मैनर, तो आप उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हो। अपने कम्युनिकेशन स्किल्स को अगर आपने एनहांस किया है तो उसके बारे में बात कर सकते हो। कुछ लोगों से अगर आपने इंस्पिरेशन लिया है इस करियर से रिलेटेड, तो अगर आप उनको देखते हो सोशल मीडिया पे, यूट्यूब पे वीडियोस देखते हो तो उसके बारे में आप बात कर सकते हो। एंड यू कैन मेंशन हाउ यू प्रिपेयर्ड फॉर दिस इंटरव्यू। आप ये भी बात कर सकते हो कि आपने कहाँ से इंस्पिरेशन लेके अपने आउटफिट सेलेक्ट किए, आपने कब सोचा कि आपको कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू के लिए प्रिपेयर करना है एंड आपने प्रेपरेशन शुरू करी। इंटरव्यू के एक दिन पहले एग्जैक्टली आपने क्या क्या चीज़ें करी, अपने सीवी को आपने कैसे प्रिपेयर किया, आप ये सारे पॉइंट्स ऐड कर सकते हो इस आंसर में। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज बुक वर्सेस मूवीज। तो इसमें आप कौन सा भी पार्ट चुनते हो, चाहे आप बुक्स चुनो चाहे मूवीज चुनो, वो कम्प्लीटली आपके पर्सनालिटी के ऊपर डिपेंड करता है। लेकिन मैं आपको दोनों सिनेरियो में थोड़ा बहुत कॉन्टेक्स्ट दे देती हूँ किस वे में आप बोल सकते हो फॉर द आंसर टू साउंड इंटरेस्टिंग। अगर मुझे इसका जवाब देना होता, अगर मैं बुक्स चुनती तो मैं बोलती आई लाइक बुक्स ओवर मूवीज और आई लाइक रीडिंग बुक्स इज बिकॉज इट leads me to my world of imagination. The way the authors describe stories, it helps me imagine better, it helps me create a visual in my own head, and that's something very interesting for me and that's why I enjoy reading books. Second, अगर मैं को मूवीज़ के ऊपर बात करनी होती, अगर मैं मूवीज़ चुनती तो मैं बोलती कि I always like a storyline to be visually represented. Something that really interests me is the visual representation of an act. So I like watching movies because of this reason, and I like watching the different kind of emotions that a human carries in every act of theirs in a movie. So that's why I choose watching movies over books. So if I had to answer this question and दोनों में से मुझे अगर कुछ भी चुनना पड़ता तो मैंने आपको एक कॉन्टेक्स्ट दे दिया है कि आप किस वे में आंसर कर सकते हैं। नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज टेल मी समथिंग अबाउट योर सिटी। Well, I come from what you call the Garden City of India, what you call the IT City of India, and what you call also the City of Lakes, which is none other than Bengaluru. I come from the city which holds very high values and traditions along with education. Everything in the city of Bengaluru is intact, be it values like I said, be it carrying your traditions, and be it having the highest level of education, and that is what I would like to tell about my city. Next question, tell me something famous about your city. Well, if I had to answer this question, like I mentioned, I come from the city which is the Garden City of India. It is known as the Garden City also, it is known as the IT City also, it is also known as the City of Lakes, but something that I am very, very proud of, the title that is given to it is the Garden City, and that comes from none other than Lal Bagh, which is one of the botanical gardens which is centrally located in our city. The amount of oxygen it provides to the city is unimaginable, and that is something that one must really visit that place and enjoy the green luxury of our city. Next question is talk about the city you visited last. Well, the last city that I visited was Frankfurt. It is in Germany, and something that I really was impressed with. So while I was passing by, just taking a stroll in the city, it was a residential area. So at every corner or a certain area of the street, people had small cartons where they put books in those cartons and stuff that they didn't use anymore, they didn't need anymore, and they left it on certain corners, very neatly kept. And anybody who was passing by, if they thought that they needed something from the leftover that was there in the cartons, they could just pick it up and use it. I thought that was so good, and I thought that is such a good thing that it was kept in neatly in a carton, and for people who needed something from that could just pick it up easily, free of cost, and reuse it. That something was very impressive, because I understood that people value reusing, people value even things which are used. That's something that I really found interesting, and it is something that we should also learn. Next question is, what is aviation according to you? I think aviation industry, according to me, is an industry which has one of the most fastest modes of transport, transporting people from point A to point B, making the world closer, or the world come closer, bringing people from far away places together. It is an industry that provides employment to many people. It is an industry which is quite dynamic. It is an industry that provides leadership opportunities to younger generations, to younger minds. It is an industry that teaches responsibilities to the younger generations. And it is also an industry that is technically advancing day by day, making our generation progress in the field of technology as well. So these are some of the thoughts that I have for the aviation industry. Next question, why people prefer junk food over healthy food? If I had to answer this question, I would say in today's fast moving environment, or in fast moving culture, people are falling short in terms of time management. So junk food is an alternate option of saving time, of saving money. It is cost effective, like I said. It is really fast and can be easily cooked over a nutritious, healthy meal. That are few of the reasons why people prefer junk food over healthy food. Next question, online shopping or offline shopping? Well, अगर इसमें भी मुझे कुछ चुनना होता, आपको जो भी साइड चुननी है, it's completely your choice, but I'll give you a context of both the sides, so you decide which one you're able to talk on more अगर आपसे ये सवाल पूछा जाए. See, online shopping, when you are really specific, you're sure what you want to buy. Let's say अगर मैं example दूँ बैटरीज की, you are sure कि आपको इतने पावर की ही बैटरी चाहिए, आपको रिचार्जेबल बैटरी चाहिए, आपको यही पर्टिकुलर ब्रांड चाहिए, so you would, it's okay for you to buy it online, right? Now let's talk about clothes, especially for me. अगर मैं अपने बारे में बात करूँ तो मेरे लिए I prefer offline shopping when I'm buying clothes, because I know I have endless options because I can scroll when I'm doing online shopping, but I still prefer offline shopping, especially when it comes to buying clothes, is because I prefer trying it out. I prefer trying it out in the trial room, seeing how it looks on me, and then I buy it. So that is my way of looking at these different ways of shopping. So let's say आप online shopping choose करते हो, तो you can talk about something which you're sure of buying, put across this point. If you're talking about offline shopping, you can talk about these points, that whenever I'm going out shopping, or whenever I'm particularly buying clothes, I prefer offline shopping, because the hands-off effect of feeling the material is something that I can get only when I'm there at the store, and I can feel the fabric before I buy it. I can try the fabric before I buy it. So these can be your two ways in which you can answer for both the options. Next question, how India's fashion is different from other countries? India's fashion is different from other countries because of the tradition, values, and heritage we carry along in our clothing as well. It is because our tradition is rich, our culture has been very, very old, comes from many years or many generations backwards. So our fashion, of course, is also somewhere dependent on those traditions and those cultures that we've been carrying. That is one of the only reasons that our fashion is a bit different from other countries. Plus, the other thing is that we as a country are very diverse. We have a big land and people are very different in different parts of our country. So our fashion is always evolving also because of this, because we have so much diversity in our own country that it obviously will be unique when compared to all the other nations. Next question, how do you think social media is influencing youth? Well, if I had to answer this question, I would say social media is influencing youth in the way a youth wants to be influenced. With this statement, I just want to clarify that I mean that social media has the good things also to offer and has bad things also to offer. It completely depends on an individual what they want to consume from social media. So let's talk about the youth today. If the youth has a platform which is available at their fingertips, what they consume completely depends on them, and how they want to be influenced completely also depends on them. So social media can influence the youth in a positive way if they want to be influenced in a positive way, and social media again can be influencing the youth in a bad way if they are consuming that kind of content. So this would be my answer for this question. तो आज के इस वीडियो में बस इतना ही. अगर आपने भी किसी भी आकाशा एयर कैबिन क्रू इंटरव्यू में पार्ट लिया है, आपको कोई भी सैम्पल आंसर प्रेपरेशन में कोई भी हेल्प चाहिए, तो फील फ्री टू राइट इट टू मी इन द कमेंट सेक्शन and I will reply to you in the form of a video or in the form of a comment. Thank you very much for your time. Stay tuned for more. Goodbye.